So, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Talkin. Today, I have the amazing Nigel with me. So, hi Nigel.
Hi, Amin. How are you?
Good, thank you. So, obviously, Nigel, you're a legend in the industry. You've been in it for many, many years. So I'm really excited to obviously be speaking to you today. And I will give you a chance, to obviously, tell us a bit more about what you do and obviously what Accuratus does, which is great. And hopefully, I pronunciated that right.
Yeah,
And obviously, the theme of today is we are looking at 10 years of partnership and obviously the power of giving back. Because I know as a business, you guys are very charitable, which is really amazing to see. So, obviously,
yeah.
we want to find a bit more about that as well as obviously talking about partnerships. With that being said, do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself before I start asking my questions?
Of course, not a problem at all. So I'm Nigel. It's Accuratus Green Payroll. We're an umbrella company. We've been running for around 10 years now, and obviously it's been a good journey. I joined the company nearly 2 years ago, just to sort of pick it up and sort of add experience that I have to the company to sort of bring it more in line and bring it up and bring it forward. So I've enjoyed it. It's been a great journey so far. It's hard. I mean, a lot of people probably recognise me from working for a benefits provider, working within the umbrella industry before this. And it was at that point, it was kind of outside looking in. Now I'm kind of inside looking out, and it's been hard, but I've loved it. Loved every minute of it. It's been great. Curatus Green is a great company, and we're pushing to strive and do many good things in the future.
I can sort of second that because I think as a business, we obviously see you guys grow so much, but it's not just growing as a business. I think you're growing as a brand, and obviously the stuff you do outside of the actual brand itself, which obviously hopefully we get a chance to talk about as well, is amazing. And I think as long as I've been at Kintech, I've remembered your brand because I think we've worked with you guys from the very day one. And you've been a client of ours, I think, for nearly 10 years. So basically, as you guys hit 10 years, that's when we obviously be 10 years client of ours as well. Obviously, yourself and the staff and stuff, what makes you enjoy our partnership? Because is there anything that we do that basically stands out to you, just out of curiosity?
All honesty, you're good at what you do. Again, when I joined, it's first thing I asked with Sarah, our operations director, and she absolutely loves Kintech. Thinks it's fantastic. It's easy to use, and that was important for me. That knowing that aspect of it is taken care of, and being all honesty, if it wasn't, we wouldn't still be with you. We
No, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, and I think that kind of applies in everything because obviously we provide a service to you, but on the flip side, you guys provide a service to obviously end clients, agencies, contractors, temporary workspace. So it kind of the whole circle, I think, needs to work when it comes to partnerships. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, oh, absolutely, exactly that. I mean, we speak regularly. We're always on the phone. It's great just to know that we can speak to you whenever we need to. We know you're there. And it's important to us. And with contractors, everybody knows all they're interested in is being paid. So
Yeah.
and we need to make sure that we get that right. And using your software, and it works perfect for us. And your interface is easy to use and maneuver. I use it myself quite a lot. It's brilliant. It works.
Amazing. And hopefully we'll do another 10 years
Yeah,
together as well. And then when we hopefully the industry, touch wood, doesn't keep getting little changing and affected. Which kind of brings me to my next question, really, which is more about obviously insight into what you guys think. Where do you see the industry heading over within the next 5 years? There's obviously April 2026 is massive as well. I'm assuming you guys been preparing for that as well.
we have. We've been. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that we're dealing with. A lot of sort of other angles that we're working in, just making sure that we're ready for the next coming years. And it's obviously talking to our all the agencies as well that we work with, making sure that they're aware of the changes and working with them to make sure that we all transition over and we know what we're all doing. And the market, I see it. I've always said for a number of years now, I see this as an opportunity. I see it positive, not negative, that what's happening. And I think that there's a lot of opportunities coming up, and I'm looking forward to that. I think it's a great opportunity, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to when it all happens. Really.
No, I agree, and like you say, it's a great opportunity for everyone, especially obviously the genuine providers. It's going to really be useful for you guys, and who obviously, as a business, you've been around for 10 years and provided excellent service for 10 years, which kind of, I think, shows the importance of partnership. Because it's not, I keep saying the word partnership because I think the relationship you guys have with your clients, obviously the relation we have our clients, it's not a customer supply relationship. It is genuinely a partnership because you, as you grow as a business, they grow as well, really. Because let's say you, as an umbrella, if the agency you're working with suddenly grows, you're going to grow
Yeah.
because that they recognise the service they get from you guys and the importance of that as well.
Ab-
Just before I move on, is there any advice you would give to any younger umbrella out there for what they should be doing and obviously their preparations for April if they are listening?
Well, that's a good question, actually. I would say just first of all, just do it right. Just do everything that you can. Get as much information, as much advice from anybody that's within the industry. That can help you massively. When I joined Accuratus Green, I had a lot of people that I know that work within umbrella companies that all rang me and said, if you need any help, just get on the phone and talk to me. More than happy to help,
Yeah,
because it can. If you're running it on your own most of the time, it can be lonely, and it's good to have that backup when you need it. And it's very similar, really, with working with you guys and working with our agencies. It's all about, if you need anything, if you can speak to somebody, or our
exactly. Yeah,
contractors. The great thing with them, if they have an issue, they know that they can just get hold of us and speak to us. The same as our relationship with you guys. We know that if there's problems happen, issues happen sometimes, but it's how you fix it is the key.
yeah.
That's what
It's,
makes you guys stand out for us, and that's what we
well,
try to do with our contractors.
no, I actually really like that as an advice because I think sometimes people, when something goes wrong, I think the worst thing to do is shy away from it and not take responsibility because that just. But I think that hurts the partnership because
Yeah,
we know nothing works. We look at, was it Amazon Web Servers that went down in America on Monday, and it's literally affected like three, four of the big banks in this country, even though it's a server. I think it was in Eastern America or Western America, wherever it was, and that just shows if the biggest company that's worth trillions can sometimes get a blip,
yeah,
then anyone in this tech world can have, or in the service world can. And if it happens, I think, as you said, it's about how you react to it, take ownership, ask the questions, and make sure that you're very transparent. I think that's a great advice, and I think that's what happens. Is there's going to be times when things go wrong. You might have typoed a timesheet, or you might have whatever
exactly.
it could be, and these things happen. Or it could be that your bank goes down, so you can't pay people till Saturday morning. Again, it's all about the transparency. I think in these scenarios for sure.
Yeah, human error is the number one easiest weakest link, isn't it? So and it
Yeah.
happens. You can't help that. Everybody makes mistakes, but like I say,
Yeah.
it's how you work around that and how you fix it is the key.
Definitely. So, go on to my next question, really, because obviously, as I said, I actually really love your brand and I love what you guys stand for. And as part of the green aspect of your brand, you guys do give a lot back.
Yeah.
And do you want to just tell us a bit about what you do and the importance of a company giving back to the community or support charities? Because obviously, at ourselves, we do a lot for charity as well. But I'm quite curious to hear obviously your thoughts rather than mine.
Yeah, so with us, what we try and do is we partner with ecology. So what we do is we plant one tree for every month we pay somebody. We plant a tree. We've been doing that for years now. It's our way of we try and be green, we try and be sustainable. We're paperless in the office as well. We think that's really important. I think we're the only umbrella company that does that, and that's
Yeah,
a really
I
big.
don't think of anyone doing that. If they do, they don't obviously talk about it or create as much awareness as you guys do.
No, no. So it's a big thing for us. So so we do a lot of that. We also work with a lot of other companies we work with. We try and do it local. So anything that we need within the office, we source that locally. We think that's really important. But back in the area of Swindon, where our office is based, that's where we always do a lot of our work there. And anything we need, we locally source it. It's important, and I know it's important to you guys. I know you do a lot of charity, which I think is brilliant. It's fantastic. We're looking to do more sort of charity stuff next year. That's something I'm sort of starting to look into, and that's something I think we will push very hard to do and to achieve. But and again, more sustainability as well as we move forward. Again, we think that's the number one thing that we really need to be looking into.
I agree, and I think sometimes when you're in the tech, you kind of forget about the ecology side of the world, the sustainability side of the world, really, because you get absorbed in the whole tech, and there's so much more. There's so much people can do. I know we're not. This is not about obviously raising awareness of that, but even like what you said, sourcing locally, I think that's can be so useful as well, just for helping your local businesses and even things like laptops. If you get social laptops locally, and then when it comes to recycling them, you recycle them locally. I think that even little things like that is really useful as well.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, if you don't know the numbers, I'm sorry. How many trees do you guys sort of do on
Do you know,
an
funny
average?
enough, I was thinking
I
about
love
that
that.
this morning. It is thousands and thousands of
Wow.
trees. I couldn't give you the exact number, but it is thousands, and
And
it's great.
whereabouts
We're doing it,
is that
and
all over the world or is it
all over the
UK?
world. Yeah, yeah, it's worldwide. It's it's a big thing. We just think it's really important that we do that, and yeah, but it is a lot of trees.
No, I actually no, I think that's great. And I think people forget the importance of trees as well because we do. There is a lot of we've lost a lot of trees in the last few years due to like the fires and stuff as well.
Yeah,
I'm sure Canada lost a lot of trees, so it's great that to obviously see a business like yourself giving that back, and hopefully people listening to this or watching this might go out and do the same because that would be great if everyone who watches this goes plants even one tree.
yeah, no, agreed.
Um, so from trees to marketing, I don't think I've ever thought I'll do that. Again, just talking about you guys because obviously today is about partnerships. So I'm very conscious I want to be empowering you because, like I said, we are really proud to be basically partnered with you guys for so many years. And we noticed you obviously you're very big into marketing as well. So it's not just obviously the community side, but from a marketing network, and you guys are very big into that. I know yourself, or your network is really high up in your list of things. Can you tell us of why do you think that is important? Obviously, we can maybe start with marketing, then we can talk about the networking as well.
I think it's massively important. And what I've tried to do is always just to get us out there, get us known. I think it's great just to sort of be out there all the time. I remember many years ago, Crawford said to me, he said, if you want to be seen and be noticed, he said, it's your typical 7 points of contact, be everywhere. So I try and do that, but in the right way. So I'm not trying to be everywhere, too many places, and it's important that you're in the right places. So
Yeah,
yeah, I do. I think it's important. I think Teresa, marketing director, she does a fantastic job doing the marketing and keeps us very sort of up there on LinkedIn, which I think is really important, and Instagram and Facebook. So she sort of deals with that part. I'm out there doing a lot of networking. As you know, we work with a service provider for Team, which I think is great. And it's not just being there to support agencies within Team, but it's the relationships you have with the other service providers, which I think is really important. Because a lot of business I get is from the other service providers, people that you know within the industry, and it's a great bunch. We have a lot of very knowledgeable people within the industry, very good at what they do, and it's great being part of their journey and sort of knowing what they're doing and being out there. So I think it's important to us as a brand. I think it shows that what I don't want to do is have a brand that people sort of kind of don't know who we are or never really heard of us. So I want to try. My number one key is just to get out there and be seen.
yeah, definitely. And excuse the pun, but it's about planting the seed, isn't it, in
Yeah,
people's
it is.
minds. So when they think of I need this, then obviously then they're going to remember your brand. If someone's out there and they're an introvert, what sort of advice would you give that person to be able to go out and do, for example, the networking? Because I think I personally, I find networking really important as well, especially in the role that I do, building relationships and stuff. But and this might come as a shock, but I'm a very extrovert. So but what advice would you give someone out there who would if they were a bit shy a bit of an introvert, and but because they do need to get out, there's any advice you can give them, anything they can do? Because obviously I know yourself, you're very much like me, you're very out there networking.
Yeah,
Great.
just be yourself. Don't try and be somebody you're not. If you're slightly introverted, just or you're new in the industry, whatever it may be, just be yourself.
Love
There's
that.
a lot of lovely people and good people out there. They're soon warm to you and help you and support you, and that's kind of the way to be. To be honest, it's just be there, get out, just and yeah, and it's amazing how much you learn from it all as well when you're in various different places. We also work with Thames Valley Chamber of Commerce as well. So, and again, that's good for us because again, a lot of things that we locally source, we work with sort of companies that are also members of Thames Valley, and again, that's good for us. It shows us trying to support. Going back to what we were saying earlier, supporting local areas, but again, it's a similar thing. You're out there, you build a rapport, you get contacts, but yeah, it's just it's important. I think for if you're starting a new business, whatever it may be, I think it's really important to do that because it's amazing how much knowledge and support is out there when you need it.
No, I get that. And I think I'm going to actually use that. I think that's going to be one of our key takeaways from today and the importance of partnership. I think for yourself, I think I'm going to take that away as I think the very, very key thing to take out of it. Because I think that's something I think people forget. It's something so simple, something so
Yeah,
easy to do in any form of business, any form of partners, any form of marketing, network. And I think you have to be yourself. Because I think if you try and be someone you're not, one, I don't think you're going to create very good partnerships or relationships. And two, I think when your true self comes out, people aren't going to recognize who that person is.
absolutely. And doing it as well. I've got a lot of good friends that I see out at these places now that have become friends over the years,
Yeah,
it's great. And it's so when I go to these events, I look forward to them. I think when I first did them, and probably a lot of people felt the same when they were doing it at the beginning. You think, oh, it's a long way to drive just for a couple of hours, but
yeah.
it's worth it. It's worth all of it. It's just
No, I agree.
you commit to it, you do it, and when you get there, as I say, you'll get great friendships from it, and say a lot of people that you can just pick up the phone. You think, oh, do I know somebody I can get this software? Who do I need to speak to? Let's get on the phone, and I know enough people that I can get exactly what I need. And
No, definitely. I think it kind of brings you back to something you said earlier on was how business can be a very lonely place.
yeah,
But I think by doing what you've just said, you kind of remove that loneliness because you're
exactly.
always busy, you're making friends and you're creating partnerships with other people in the industry. It doesn't have to always be a monetary partnership. I think that removes that loneliness because I think you're right. I think that can be a tricky thing when it comes to business and to the world that we live in.
It is, and a lot of other people have said the same to me that have been working sort of in a business that maybe work from home a lot, and they're just starting up, and it can be incredibly hard. And that's not just in our industry, but in others as well. And
Yes.
I think it's important that by having a network like that, you can. If you're just struggling, everybody struggles sometimes from day to day, and you can just pick up the phone and speak to somebody within the industry, and it's an important thing.
So definitely. Thank you for that, Nigel. This kind of brings us to the end of the more what we call the actual important questions. And something that we always do in our talkings is we do a bit of a fun bit, which
Yeah.
basically makes it a bit more lighthearted, and we can learn a bit more about you, really,
Okay.
our guest. So, first thing is there any fun facts about you that we don't know, or some people might know, but majority don't?
That's a great question.
It could be anything.
I love cooking. I do all the cooking at home. For me, it's
Amazing.
finished work. It's my way of unwinding. I think in what we do, if you're not careful, you carry on working through the night,
Yes,
and sometimes
yes.
you need to stop. You need to have that break. So for me, it's I put the music on, open a bottle of wine, have a glass of wine while I'm cooking. That's my way of focusing on something else and switching off for a little while. I love that. That's me. Being in the kitchen, perfect.
Love it. So I'm gonna have to ask you two questions on that. One, what's your signature dish then?
Actually, no, my signature dish is a Sunday roast.
Amazing.
That's
And
what my
is
wife
that
would say.
beef, chicken,
Um,
salmon,
I
turkey?
leg of lamb is one of my favourite, but probably it's definitely my favourite's definitely lamb. I do a mean roast pork, So we love the crackling.
Nice.
It's
Oh, you can't beat a good crackling. I love that.
yeah, and the Yorkshire puddings. Always watching the Yorkshire puddings rise, brilliant. And it's definitely a roast dinner.
Amazing. And second question, what's the music you're listening to?
Ah, that's a great question. My music has changed, has evolved. I love music, and I probably listen a lot now. Is probably to Bob Dylan.
Nice.
I very much like the 70s kind of folk rock. I've kind of gone into. I always was indie, but it's kind of I progressed. I've kind of moved. So Lou Reed, Crosby, Still, Nash and Young, stuff like that. Love it. That's the sort of stuff I probably have. My wife says it's always depressing music I'm always playing, but it's just, it's my I love listening to that.
Amazing. Love that. So next part of the bit of the fun thing we do is I am literally just going to ask you this or that. It's really simple. It's going to be, you guys just basically, I'm going to give you two options and then you just got to give me which one obviously fits with you.
Yep.
And then I might ask you a little follow-up question depending on what you say.
Right.
So first one, really easy. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Cool, cool. Tea or coffee?
Always tea.
Always tea. And any specific tea?
Yeah, Earl Grey, and without sounding pompous, which I'm sure I probably will be. I because I used to drink a lot of coffee, but I don't drink coffee, and I haven't drank coffee for 2 years. So I treat myself to tea. I get Earl Grey, and I get it from Thornton and Mason's. It's my one vice of it. It's not cheap, but it's a proper cup of tea.
I'll have to try it then. Any reason for coffee? Is it health reason? Because I drink a lot of coffee, so I'm quite curious what the tea is.
I'd have a coffee in the morning and just wouldn't feel. I just didn't feel right, and I just thought,
Right.
and I just went to tea and just always felt better for it, and so I've just stuck to that.
I like that. I'll have to try that. And when it comes to work, calls or emails?
Calls. I'm a talker. I'm not a typer.
I like it. I like it. And this is the one where everyone answers the same except for me.
God.
Would you rather be famous for your work or super rich but unknown?
Again, good question. The trouble is, famous for your work could be good or bad, couldn't it?
Could be.
Yeah. So I would go the other one. I'd
Super
go
rich but
super
unknown.
rich and quiet and out of the way.
See, I always go for be famous for your work because I think that's probably the only way to gain immortality.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
But everyone seems to go for super rich but unknown. It must just be them. Right. I can give you superpowers. I can either give you the ability to fly or the ability to be invisible.
Fly.
Fly. I agree with you on that one as well. The freedom of being able to fly would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And holiday, beach or city breaks?
It'd be city breaks for me. I like to investigate. I like to see things. I don't want to sit on a beach all day. It's lovely. Don't get me wrong. I do like doing it every now and again. But I like to go out and about. I like to see things. I like to experience what the locals experience.
Is there any specific city that literally would be your first place if you can just fly out right now?
If it's in Europe, my city that I would fly out to would be Gdansk in Poland. I love it. It's a very underrated city. A lot of people I don't think have been there, and they should. It's one of my favourite cities in Europe, without a doubt. It's stunning.
Love that.
It's brilliant. It's a nice place to go. There, but Europe. I love Europe. I love travelling through Europe, and I love Italy. I would spend more time in Italy if I could, and I will. But I think for me, I'd say to anybody, it's amazing. You just go on to various different flight companies and see how cheap flights are. Go away for a weekend. It's not expensive. It's just get out and see places.
Well, we only live once, don't we? So I think it's important to obviously put our time into things that matter, making memories and stuff. So I do like that.
Yeah, and again, it's enough from what we do as well. Because sometimes you need to get away from a bit and just and have a break from it all.
Recharge your batteries.
Exactly that.
Perfect. Well, that was my last one, and thank you so much, obviously, for your time today, Nigel. I've actually really enjoyed our conversation. I think
Me
there's
too.
been a lot of key points for people to take away from it as well. So, obviously, the importance of getting yourself out there, the importance of being yourself, being honest, and just put the work in. Obviously, and I think the importance of giving back. And I think if anyone wants to go out there and obviously gives back to their local community or even contribute to the environment, that'd be amazing if this is something that they get out of today. So thank you so much, Nigel. I have, like I said, really enjoyed it. And
Yeah, me
that's
too.
it. Thank you.
No, thanks for me.
Amazing.
It's been very good.